The U.S. Space Force unveiled a uniform prototype for its members. Finally, look at this. Right now, every New York City doorman is like, are we in the Space Force? It looks like a line cook being yelled at by Gordon Ramsay. By the time you button up that jacket, the Space War is going to be over until Jeff Bezos buys the Space Force and turns it into this.
Well, there's a lot of cutting up about the Space Force, right? Uniforms don't help. Let's take a look at the grand plan for the new Space Force Galactica. Let's go.
For this opportunity.
That once in a generation opportunity.
We're at a unique point in history.
What's most exciting is the opportunity that we have to really shape the culture that we want.
I'm at the beginning of a brand new service.
I can see the direction that the Space Force is already going.
I'm excited about the future. I'm excited about what we're doing.
Let me interrupt right there. Space Force is exciting. The skill sets you have, you don't get in any other armed services, and the really high-end technical jobs. It's almost like the nuclear submarine guys in the Navy. Really unique skill set. I'm sure top secret clearance. Lots of opportunity for contracting when you're done. Uniforms, another issue. The name, kind of even worse. Let's keep going.
Ideals and the draw that the Space Force has.
What I'm most excited about is definitely seeing what cutting-edge technology being on the front line of that and what space has to offer.
People ask what you do, and you say, I'm in the Space Force. They light up.
I just love being a part of the Space Force.
This critically important domain.
Now, I don't know that anybody's face lights up when you say they're going into Space Force. I would think, hear me out now, if you said it, some people go, you're joking, like space balls. But the level of training I suspect they would get, there's going to be a lot of shitty jobs. I'm going to look at it akin to the Navy. There's a lot of good jobs in the Navy, but there's a lot more shitty jobs in the Navy. So you're going to have the cleanup crew, the feeding crew, the security guy. So I'd suspect the high-end sexy jobs that are a pathway into government contracting will be few and far between. Probably a 2-year training cycle and a 6-year enlistment. You guys let me know in the comments, but I suspect it's going to be similar to the nukes side of the Navy.
I'd like to introduce Lieutenant Colonel Ali Gonzalez and Major Dylan Caudill, if you'll please come out.
All right, let's start with the uniforms. Then we'll get into the rank structure and somewhat more the finer points, but let's take a look at the uniform. First off, we get what looks like 2 older flight attendants. Just if I looked at them, that's my first reaction. Now, very ill-fitting. The woman's trousers and the men's trousers, none of them have been tailored, clearly. So the regular, we'll call it traditional military, has always gone off of uniforms that have been around a long time, somewhat functional uniforms, dress uniforms, mind you. So I guess these are, there's no history here. I don't know why you wouldn't take it off of, say, the Air Force. The sideways button operation just looks like Star Trek, and it just draws a funny attention to it. Now, if you're going to bring them out, right, you're going to bring out the uniform, present it to a big crowd. Both of their trousers are just terribly ill-fitting. Hers in particular are bunched up like she dropped a loaf in the front. I hate to say that, but that's what she looks like. And then his equally bad. At least the coats are fitting right. They're going to be a pain in the ass to keep up with these dress blues type uppers. Let's keep going.
So, yeah. This is the prototype of our new service dress.
All right, prototype, advice, General. How about new? How about we stick with just the basic uniform? I don't care what color it is, just a basic black. They're not wearing this that often. It looks ridiculous. I think it looks like a flight attendant or Star Trek or fill in the blank with one of the sci-fi deals.
Dark blue with gray pants. You can see the 6 buttons representing the 6th branch of the armed service. What
is this Mickey Mouse shit? What in the name of Jesus Christ?
These are prototypes. I'm going to ask Ali and Dylan to stick around and love to get your comments. We'll take comments and.
I got casual situation in the Space Force. It's first name basis, right? What I can hear. She's got a lot of space ribbons. I'm assuming this lady was an Air Force officer they brought in, and she brought her Air Force ribbons to the space journey. There's a lot of shit going on there. I don't know what the little crest is at the bottom. Does that signify Space Force, or is it a walkie-talkie? What do we got working here?
Here over the next couple months, then we'll we'll put it into wear testing, and then once that's done, put it into motion to get these uniforms built for every Guardian.
That's the uniform right there, minus the buttons. We haven't seen the cover yet. So if they go with this type of head covering, right, it'll be perfect. Maybe they got a ray gun on their belt. Whoever designed this, it's like a Reddit guy who was super into Star Trek, was playing on the computer and then said, "Hey, Uncle Bob, I know you're a general in the Air Force. This is a good prototype." I mean, it seems like Space Force is ripped off. The uniforms, there's no other place they came from. However, I think the space movies, right, sci-fi movies, ripped off flight attendants or cruise ship directors, right? I mean, look at this insignia. You can't be more of a rip-off operation than this insignia. Starfleet Enterprise. Now, is it stealing the best form of flattery, whatever they say? Sure it is. But it's supposed to be like a military unit, and they're making a big fuss about it. It just seems a little bit cheesy. Modern, distinctive, and professional. I don't know that we need modern in uniforms, dress uniforms, right? What is modern? That we're going to wear like skinny jeans, a tie-dye, and a scarf? I mean, what's modern mean? Distinctive, yes. Professional, if I want to get a Jack Daniels and a wine spritzer, I'm on a plane, perhaps. But that's what I'm getting from this. And these guys are going to, the people who work at Space Force are going to be great guys, I'm sure, ladies. Uniforms, dumb. So far. He's like, "Why are you forcing me to wear this shit?" I assume he's an active duty U.S. Air Force officer. I can't tell that's a tie underneath there. It's a prototype, but I'm sure this is what they'll get. Again, I can't imagine what these uniforms are going to cost the young specialists, because we've got 4 different levels of specialists we'll get to. Here's the rank structure. Take a look. So, if you were to look at how it compares, you just got, until you're basically an NCO, you're a specialist, either level 1 or level 4. With the Starship Enterprise, or whatever the hell that is, Delta they call it. I guess that's okay. I don't know why they had to switch it up that much. They could have had the center logo be something different. Now, when you get to the NCO and up tier, take a look at how the ring goes around the planet. And that gets pretty interesting, because the ring means different orbits. We'll get to that, like space orbit, Earth orbit. It gets pretty technical, and I'm not sure I get it. We'll get to that here. You think about Jerry Shaw, you've been activated, right? You're going to be inside a NORAD. Those kind of jobs, you're going to be at a convex box somewhere staring at a computer screen, or maybe orbiting the Earth, in theory, right? I'm sure most of the job's going to suck. Again, it looks just like something out of the movies. When you look at the flag here, it doesn't... Everybody, when they take this flag around, right, they know the American service flags. If you tote this one around to a foreign country, they're going to go... The people who live there, the citizens, are going to go, "Oh, I saw that in a movie. Is this a movie skit?" Because people are going to recognize that logo with Star Trek, right? Star Wars, Battlestar Galactica, one of those damn things. So here are some of the prototype rank structures. I'm not sure, the top one made a lot of sense, right? The first top prototype rank structure. But they ended up with this, kind of where they're going with a straight, everybody's a specialist of some sort. Okay, they're trying to be unique, but you're E1 to E4, you're a specialist. Where it gets good is like the senior NCO level. You're going to start seeing the orbits around the Earth. So here we go with the entire Space Force rank structure. And you look at it, it looks very similar to the Air Force below. Not hard to figure out. The Delta, again, people are going to see that and think of a movie skit. Now, can you imagine some young rock jarheads, PFCs, they see this logo for the new Space Force, First Sergeant, which they don't call it that, Master Sergeant, whatever, Sergeant Major of the Space Force, and the amount of shit or the amount of times they're going to fuck this up trying to get the ranks right. Thanks for watching.